Hello, Elly here from Thankful Flow Yoga. Thank you so much for joining me for another YouTube flow. So today we are going to be doing a practice which is going to be part of a series that I'm creating for you of work out and in flows. So in these flows we are going to be stretching, strengthening, doing a bit of kind of Vinyasa power style flow, and so we are going to be connecting mind and body. So our body will be feeling that energy, we will be feeling the heat, but we will also be, of course, looking inwards as we take those movements, as we take these practices. As we all know, yoga is a work in, and it's all about looking inwards as we flow through. So I'll be guiding you through that, really excited for these practices. So that's what we're doing today. I would suggest that this is suitable for someone who already has an existing yoga practice. There will be some more kind of dynamic transitions and things in there, but I do always offer as many options as I can throughout the class. So we are going to come and start in a standing position today. So come up to standing position on your mat, just let the arms drop down to the side of the body and close the eyes. And start to notice how the ground feels beneath your feet. Notice if you can feel any sensations in the fingers. And we're going to take some extended exhales. So we're going to breathe in for 3 and breathe out for 6. So I will count. If at any time it doesn't feel right for you, you can just come back to your natural breathing. So inhaling through the nose for 1, 2, 3. Exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3. Exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3. Exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3. Exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3. Exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Coming back to your natural breath. Take a moment to notice how your body feels today. Seeing when you ask that question what comes up. Knowing that there's no right or wrong, no judgment. Opening the eyes now if you had them closed. Grounding into the right foot, we're going to step this left foot back on a diagonal. And inhale, reach the fingertips up. Take the right hand to the left wrist, lift up and out from the waist, stretch over to the right side. So feeling that deep stretch through the left side of the body. Keep the space across the chest. Inhale, come back to center. Release the left leg. So now we're grounding into the left foot, stepping the right foot back on a diagonal. Inhale, reach the fingertips up. Left hand comes to the right wrist. Lift up and out from the waist. Exhale over to the left side. Breathing here. Feeling that deep stretch now into the right side of the body. Just allowing everything to open up. And release, come back to center. Well done. So now from here, we're going to ground into the left foot. And inhale, sweep this left leg up so the left leg's lengthened. We're just lifting it away from the ground and reach your fingertips up as well. So it doesn't matter how high that leg comes. See if you can move your right leg out to the right side. Try and keep that nice alignment and space across the chest. Bring it back into center. Getting those hips and quads working. And release. Well done. Ground into the right foot. Inhale, sweep the arms up, sweep the left leg up, bringing it out in front or just hovering it away from the mat. Open the left leg out to the left side. Bring it back into center. And release. Well done. Take a little shake out through the legs, the hips, whatever you need. And then we're going to ground into the left foot and draw this right heel in towards the hip. So taking a quad stretch here. Inhale, reach the left fingertips up. Crown of the head's reaching towards the ceiling. Pressing forwards with the hips. Well done, and release. Take it on to the other side. Left leg bends in. Right fingertips reach up. Press forwards with the hips. Reach the crown of the head to the ceiling. Don't worry if you're wobbling and shaking already. That's okay. And release. Then I want you to bring the hands to the lower back. And we'll inhale, squeeze the elbows in towards each other. Lift the heart towards the ceiling. See if you can send the gaze in that direction. We're not taking a super deep back bend or anything here. Just warming up into the spine. And on an exhale, relax the arms and drop the head around the spine. Draw the belly button in. Inhale, lift the head, squeeze the elbows in towards each other. Press the hips forwards. Exhale, drop the chin down, round the spine, draw the belly button in. And then inhale, come back to neutral, release the arms, take a little shake out through the arms, the hands, the wrists. Okay, coming to the top of your mat, Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, sweep the fingertips up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, fold forwards. Inhale, lift the chest, lengthen the spine, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, hands come down to the mat, step it back to plank. Work through your version of Chaturanga. Inhaling into an upward facing dog or cobra. And exhaling back to your downward facing dog. Lift the hips away from the ribs. Working towards creating that V shape through the body. You can have some softness in the legs if you need to. Inhale, send the gaze between the hands, step or jump the feet in. Lift the chest, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold, bend the legs as much as you need to. Inhale, sweep the fingertips up, grow the spine tall, heart's lifting away from the tailbone. Exhale, hands float through to heart center. And we go again. Inhale, reach the fingertips up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift the chest, lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come down to the mat, step or jump the feet back to plank, flow through your Chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhaling back to your downward facing dog. Taking a moment here to pause, send the gaze between the knees. Reconnect with your breath. Notice how the body feels in your downward facing dog. the muscles, the joints. Being the observer, being in a place of awareness. Inhale, send the gaze between the hands, step or jump the feet in, lift the chest, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the fingertips up, grow the spine tall. Exhale, bring the hands through to heart center. Namaskar B. Inhale, sit the hips back, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the chest, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hands come down to the mat, jump or step the feet back, flow through your chaturanga, inhaling upward facing dog or cobra. Exhaling back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the right leg up into three-leg dog. Option to bend through that top leg. And bring the right foot through between the hands, back heel comes down, reach the fingertips up, warrior one. Open out to your warrior two, sinking into that right leg. Flip the right palm up, inhale, lift up and out from the waist, reverse warrior. And exhale, float into your extended side ankle. From here, seeing if you can power into this right leg and find a half moon position on the right side. Maybe you can send the gaze up towards the ceiling. So adding in a little bit of spice here. We're going to flow through this again. So from your half moon, bending through that right leg, take a big step back, find your warrior two. Inhale, lift up and out from the waist, float into your reverse warrior. Exhale, find your way into your extended side angle. And then from here, either coming straight into your half moon, or you can lift back to warrior two and power into, or you can lift back to your warrior two and power into your right side half moon from there. Option this time to add on by bending in that left leg, maybe the hand finds the foot. Breathing here. Well done. And releasing, bringing it back to plank. Flow through your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale back to downward facing dog. Moving on to the left side. Inhale, sweep the left foot up. Find your three-leg dog. Option to bend into the top leg. Sweep the left foot through between the hands, back heel comes down. Reach the fingertips up, warrior one. Open out to warrior two. Inhale, lift up and out from the waist, reverse warrior. Exhale, float through into your extended side angle. From here, power into that left leg. Find your half moon on the left side. Lots of light shining into my eyes here. I'm sure doing this at home, you may have your own distractions as well. So keeping the gaze inwards. Practicing pratyahara, withdrawal of the senses. So all those external things happening, trying to just focus that gaze inwards. Take a big step back from here, find your warrior two. Inhale, lifting straight into our reverse warrior. Exhale, floating back to extended side angle. Inhale, back to a warrior two. Power into the left leg, find your half moon position. An option to add on and bend the right leg, bringing the hand to the foot. Breathing here, maybe the gaze comes to the ceiling. And release the right leg. Bring the hands down to the mat, step it back to plank and flow through your vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, send the gaze between the hands. Step or jump the feet in. Lift the chest, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, sit the hips back, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. Well done. From here we inhale, sweep the fingertips back up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lift the chest, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hands come down to the mat, step or jump the feet back, float through your chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhaling back to downward facing dog. Well done for staying with me. Inhale, bring the right knee into the nose. Press the mat away with your hands. Bring that right knee to the right elbow. Then the left elbow. Tap it back to the right elbow. Float back to downward dog. Take it on to the left side. Left knee comes to the nose. Moves over to tap the left elbow. Bring it over to tap the right elbow. Bring it back to tap the left elbow. And float it back to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath here, sending your gaze between the knees, feeling that heat, that fire within the body. And from here we're going to come into a turbo dog or actually no we're not, we're going to come into dolphin and do 4 dolphin push-ups. So you can either do both arms at a time, coming down onto the forearms, coming back up to downward dog, or you could do one arm at the time. So just be mindful of your shoulders. So we're going to take 4 of these. So down to dolphin, back up to downward dog, 1. Down to dolphin, back up to downward dog, 2. Down to dolphin, back up to downward dog, 3. And last one, down to dolphin, back up to downward dog, 4. And then coming back down onto your forearms. Always take a child's pose if you need to. Option here to work with your pincher, so you could be working with lifting one leg away from the mat at a time. Maybe you're kicking up to your pincher mayurasana. Taking any leg variation that you wish. And coming down when you're ready. And we'll all meet in a child's pose on your mat. So everybody coming there, giving those arms and shoulders a little rest for a moment. Feeling that heat and fire within the body. Walk your hands over to the right side. Feel that stretch down the left side of the body. Walk your hands over to the left side. Feel the stretch through the right side body. walking the hands back to center. Lift the hips away from the heels. Tuck the toes under, and we're going to walk the feet in. So now coming down into our Malasana squat, so sitting the hips down to the mat. Hands are in prayer position, really reaching the crown of the head to the ceiling. So you're either going to stay here and take your breaths here, or you're going to come into your shoulder pressing pose. So for a shoulder pressing pose, what we do is we've got the hips nice and open here, but we're lifting the hips and bringing the hands through, and maybe you can start to bring your hands underneath your feet so your arms are completely hooked like a shelf underneath your thighs. So you could be working here. If this is just not accessible for you, then don't worry, don't force it. Work with your Malasana, taking blocks or anything that you need. If you're in your shoulder pressing pose and you want to start to lift the feet here away from the mat, then you can. Maybe you start to come into firefly, so start to lengthen through the legs. And sliding the hips down to the mat. Just having a little bit of fun with it. And eventually bringing the hips down when you're ready. And coming into a wide leg stance on your mat. So we want the femur bone facing upwards here, so thighs rolling upwards, feet are flexed. And then inhale, reach the crown of the head to the ceiling. Exhale, we'll take a fold forward, so walking the hands forwards, keeping the spine long, and only come to a place that feels right for you. Breathing here, so really make sure that you keep the thighs facing the ceiling, so keeping that alignment. Closing the eyes here if that feels good too, just breathing into that stretch. Inhale, start to lift the chest away, walk the hands back in, coming away from the fold. Draw the legs in together, take a little shake out through the legs. Finish off with our Paschimottanasana. So inhale, reach the crown of the head to the ceiling. Exhale, fold forwards, leading with the chest. And again, staying higher up if that feels good for you. So really thinking about reaching forwards with the crown of the head rather than down. So we're working towards belly coming over the thighs. Using a strap if you have one to hand, that can be a really nice way to work with Paschimottanasana. Inhale, lift the chest, come back to center. And just meet back in a comfortable seated position on your mat. And as always, if you have longer, I definitely recommend coming into a Shavasana here or a meditation to finish off your practice. I will link below to some guided meditations and body scans that I've provided on this channel, so you can click onto that now to finish off your practice with that if you wish to. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. Any likes, comments, subscribe to this channel, completely free, really help me to keep providing this yoga resource. So do feedback to me as well. I love to hear from you on how you're getting on with these flows and what you've kind of what you've taken from them and what I can do more of. So yeah, thank you for being here, and I cannot wait to see you again for another flow very soon. Take care. Bye bye.